Hello viewers, in today's video I will be discussing about the terminologies used along with the doses, or you can say that I'll discuss the dose related terminologies. We will see many terminologies which are related or which are the parts or types of doses. So I'll try to make you understand and try to say how a particular terminology should be defined using the keywords. So I have a total of 24 terminology which I'll be discussing. Starting with the drug. Without drug there cannot be any dose, right? So first of all, definition of the drug. Here we have many keywords to remember, and World Health Organization has defined drug in a particular way. Though there are many definitions of drug as per different associations, but WHO definition is well accepted. And here we will see that the keywords are used or intended to be used, modify or explore, physiological system or pathological state, and benefit of the recipient. So using these keywords we need to define the drug. So we can say that the chemical substance or compound which are used or intended to be used to modify or explore the physiological system or the pathological state for the benefit of the recipient. So did you see how I use these keywords to particularly define drug? Likewise, we'll go ahead. Next is dose. So here, amount of any chemical substance or compound which is used to give one effect. So that is dose. Therapeutic dose or amount of the compound or chemical substance which are used to produce the desired therapeutic effect. So that is therapeutic dose. Dose just to produce the effect, that is dose. Similarly, single dose. Single dose is related with dose. So you can say that the amount of compound, amount of chemical substance which is used to give the desired therapeutic effect and taken at one time in a day. So that will be single dose. Like for example, ascariasis. Here tablet albendazole is given at the dose of 400 milligram single dose, once only. So that would be known as single dose. Next we have daily dose. Again this you can, the base word is dose, so you can use the keyword of here and then keyword of this to make the definition. Like amount of compound or chemical substance which is taken every day for the desired therapeutic effect, or amount of chemical substance or compound which gives therapeutic effect, desired therapeutic effect and taken every day. So that is daily dose. Like for example, metformin. It's a oral hypoglycemic drug used to control the blood sugar level. Now usual dose is 1000 milligram. Okay, 1000 milligram in a day. That can be divided into 500 milligram twice daily. So daily dose means 1000 milligram of metformin will be said as daily dose of metformin. Okay. Next is total dose. Total dose, again the base definition would be of dose, amount of substance which is taken during the course of the therapy. During the course of the therapy. For the full treatment of any particular disease, the amount which is taken would be known as total dose. Like for example, typhoid. For typhoid, ciprofloxacin is taken and the dose is 500 milligram, taken BID, Bisendai, twice a day and for 7 days. So if you will calculate 500 milligram BID, that means 1000 milligram per day for 7 days, that is 7000 milligram or 7000 gram. So you can say the 7 gram or the 7000 milligram is the total dose of ciprofloxacin for typhoid. Hope that's clear. Okay. Next, coming to divided dose. Very easy. Divided dose, it's a daily dose. It's a daily dose which should be taken every day and should be divided into more than two or more than 2 times. Okay. So like paracetamol, the total daily dose is 3 gram per day, should not exceed 3 gram in a day. If it is given 650 milligram every 6 hours, then that becomes the divided dose. They said that 3 gram per day is the total dose of paracetamol, and in divided dose it should not increase more than 650 milligram every 6 hours. Okay, that means 24 hours 650 into 4. Okay. So now coming to adult dose. Adult dose is the amount taken by an adult, amount of medicine taken by an adult to produce some effect, to produce the desired effect, to produce the therapeutic effect. So that becomes the adult dose. Like amoxicillin, the usual adult dose of amoxicillin is 500 milligram. So it would be different than the dose which is given for the child or infant. Next, coming to the pediatric dose. The amount of medicine required to be given to the child or infant would be called as pediatric dose. Like azithromycin, the usual adult dose is 500 milligram, but wherever you will see the pediatric dose of azithromycin, this is 10 milligram per kg per day. Now pediatric dose, there are many formulas on the basis of which the pediatric dose is calculated. Okay, usual is the body weight. So 10 milligram per kg per day. So depending upon the weight of the child or infant, we can calculate and give it to the child. So that becomes the pediatric dose. Next is effective dose. Amount of the medicine taken to produce some therapeutic effect, or the amount which produces the therapeutic effect, effective therapeutic effect. So that would be known as effective dose. That is known as, that in short it is written ED, effective dose, ED. Next we have effective dose 50, or also written as ED50, ED50. Now ED50 is like effective dose 50 and lethal dose 50. These terminologies are used in the preclinical studies where we research on animals like rats. So there we use all these terminologies: effective dose, the toxic dose, the fatal, LD50 and those things. What is the meaning? ED50, effective dose, it would be clear from effective dose. What is 50? So amount of medicine or drug which is given to produce some effect in 50% of the animal. Like say if you have taken 6 animals or 10 animals and you are giving one particular dose of a drug, that means like 10 milligram, then 5, if it is 10 animals, then 5 in 5 animals it should produce the desired effect, that is 50%. So that becomes the ED50, ED50, effective dose 50. Now coming to the toxic dose. Amount of the dose, or amount of the drug which produces the toxic effect is known as the toxic dose. Very simple. Median toxic dose, that is 50. Okay, here also median effective dose 50 you can say, or median effective dose 50, median effective dose is the same. So here toxic dose 50 you say, or median toxic dose is same. So it can be defined as amount of a substance or drug which produces toxic effect in 50% of the animals. So that becomes the medium toxic dose. Next is fatal dose or lethal dose. This corresponds to the amount of drug which produces death. Now it's very subjective. Actually, the effect produced by drug is very subjective one. So here, if you give a particular amount of a drug to a person and the patient dies, so that is a toxic or the lethal dose for lethal dose, not the toxic dose, lethal dose or fatal dose for that person. Okay. So in general, if a particular dose produces or the causes death among the usual general people, then that would be known as the fatal dose. Then coming to lethal dose 50 or median lethal dose. This is same as that of median effective dose or effective dose 50. It is amount of the substance or drug or chemical compound which produces death, which causes death in 50% of the animal which are there in the study. So that is LD50. Coming to next, primary or loading dose. You must have heard this terminology, mainly the loading dose terminology, more often. So what do you mean by that? Loading dose is the amount of substance which is given initially, and generally it is more than the usual dose. And why it is given more? To produce effect by reaching at a particular blood concentration. Say there is one X drug and you need to have like 20 microgram per deciliter of blood concentration in the body to produce the desired effect. To produce this much of blood concentration, you need to give first a loading dose which is more than the usual dose, so that the plasma concentration reaches up to that level or more than that level, and then you can maintain with the smaller doses. If you give lesser than that amount, the plasma concentration will not reach to the 20 microgram per deciliter. Okay, so that is it. Here example is 0.5% bupivacaine. This is a anesthetic. So epidural anesthesia, we need to give 0.5% of bupivacaine to reach to a particular concentration so that anesthesia would be produced, and that is known as the loading dose of bupivacaine. Next is maintenance dose. Here amount which is given, or amount of compound or medicine which is given to sustain the effective blood concentration. So if the blood concentration need to be more than 20 microgram per deciliter, for example, then that concentration need to be always above that level, and that can be maintained by giving a smaller quantity of dose after giving the loading dose, and that is known as maintenance dose. Here example is 0.125% of bupivacaine. So to load the drug, to cause the anesthesia, we give this percentage, and to maintain we give this percentage. Next is prophylactic dose. Amount of substance or dose or drug which is given to protect from some disease, that is prophylactic dose. Like example, tablet chloroquine. If a person is going to visit a particular area which is very prone for the malaria and then that person is given the chloroquine 500 milligram per week, and the person should take it 1 week before starting the journey and should continue after the journey, after 4 weeks of the journey. So that is prophylactic dose. Next is therapeutic dose. Therapeutic dose, I have already told, is the amount of substance given for the therapeutic effect. Next is absorbed dose. Now here onwards, 19 to 24, most of the dose terminologies are related with the chemotherapy or the radiotherapy. Okay, we'll see. The absorbed dose, amount of the energy, which is absorbed, this energy is produced by the ionizing radiation, ionizing compound. So amount of the energy which is absorbed per unit mass, then that is absorbed dose, and this is expressed as RADS. Next is air dose. Air dose is the intensity of the ray beam, maybe X-ray beam or the gamma ray beam, intensity of the ray beam. So that is the air dose, and it is expressed in Roentgens. That is the unit. Next is booster dose. You must have heard this term with relation to the vaccines. Okay, so small dose which is given at a particular interval to sustain the effect. So that is booster dose. If you forget to give a particular vaccination, then later on you remember, usually booster dose is given. So that is there. Then erythema dose. This is the amount of the radiation which causes erythema to the skin. So that is this. Next is fractionated dose. If the person is undergoing some chemotherapy or radiotherapy, then a particular dose is decided. Okay, and out of that dose, daily dose, the fraction of dose is given at a particular interval. So that fraction is known as fractionated dose. So fraction dose, it's a dose, it's a amount of the radiation which is given at a particular interval in 24 hours. So that is fractionated dose. Next is tolerated dose. With the name only, it can be known, the definition can be made, amount of the substance which a patient takes and can bear it without any harm. So that is the tolerated dose. These terminologies are not the exhaustive list. There are many more. Dose related terminologies, but these are quite often repeated doses which we used in our daily basis. Hope this video would be helpful for you all. Thank you so much.